And a live look now over the nation's capital and the state capitol. Millions of California voters now sending in their Prop 50 ballot. The measure is poised to change the makeup of Congress if it passes November 4th. ABC 10's Candace Red live in Sacramento with more on the early voting. Candace.
Hey, Watt, we're coming to you live right outside of the Sacramento County Elections Office, giving you a look right behind me so you can see the ballot box standing tall. You can also see some of the do's and don'ts right here when it comes to voting in person at this voting center. As you mentioned, voting is underway for the special election in California. We know that more than 23 million people are registered to vote in our state, and of those, more than 4 million people have already returned their ballots. Now, that's all according to a voter data firm called Political Data. Now, Paul Mitchell, he's the vice president of the firm. He's also helped draft the proposed congressional districts on the ballot for the special election. Well, he's been analyzing the early voter turnout. Take a listen.
That 4 million is essentially on pace or even a little bit better than the 2024 general election. But we don't expect final turnout to be close to presidential election turnout. We expect turnout to be more around a 50% number statewide. One striking thing in the data so far is that young Latinos are at 5% turnout statewide, whereas older white seniors are over 30%, almost 40% turnout statewide.
As you know, President Donald Trump pressured Republicans in Texas to redraw their congressional maps in a way that helps secure GOP control of the House. And in response, Governor Gavin Newsom, well, he urged Democrats in California to do the same. Now, California's proposed map could help Democrats flip 5 Republican seats. Newsom has been encouraging people to get out the vote. Well, the Sacramento County Elections Office began mailing ballots to registered voters on October 6th. The next day, ballot drop-off locations opened statewide. And just this past Saturday, certain vote centers opened for early in-person voting. Coming back out to you live again, mark your calendar. It's the date that we've all been looking at, Election Day, November 4th. Vote by mail ballots must be postmarked on or before Election Day and received by November 12th. That is the latest when it comes to Prop 50 and everything that you need to know for the special election. For now, in Sacramento, Candace Red, ABC 10.
Candace, I was struck in there. 50% for people. That's a pretty good percentage so far for one thing. You would think normally we get ballots and they'll throw a couple of other things on there just to justify the cost. But in this case, one thing and 50%. I think that's pretty impressive. Yeah. All right. Candace Red, live outside the Sac County. All right, Candace, thank you.